Yo!
What's up?
And we're back with another episode.
Welcome.
My name's Osagie.
And my name is Krys.
And this is Prophetic Foolishness. My man Krys.
Yo.
Season 3. The streets have been waiting on this year.
Y'all have been waiting.
Man, we got great feedback from the last episode.
Yeah.
I know y'all like the little teaser, man, but I mean, we're excited to be back. This is going to be, I know we say this every season, but I promise you, this is going to be the best season yet.
Hey, we've been working. We've been plotting.
We got so much like content for you guys that we've really been trying to prepare, curate, so that you guys get what y'all been asking for. Y'all get these conversation starters, and you get a delicious dish of what?
Discussion.
That's what we
That's
promise.
what we got.
That's
what we got, man.
So, man, we're excited.
Yeah, we're trying to take care of the family. Make sure y'all got all the content that you want, that you need. So.
Man, the PFF fan, what happened? You know what I'm saying? PF fan, welcome back. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
We always got to greet the people. You know what I'm saying?
We got to.
Like in my household, you can't, just walk in and not say nothing to nobody. You got to greet. So, to my returning PF fan, Prophetic Foolishness family, we said welcome back to the table. You know
welcome back. I got a drink for you.
What's up?
Got some food for you.
You got the Henny for him?
Yeah.
And if this is your first time tuning in, if you're like a first time listener, man, we say welcome to the family. You're welcome here too. You can be a part of the discussion here too.
Be comfortable. Take your shoes off.
Come on, man. Come on. Like
chill.
We want you here, man. Like this is how we grow the fam. I know a lot of you guys have been doing your due diligence and sharing with people, bro. Like on Instagram, I'm seeing people now
for real
who don't even got no connections. Who's rocking with the podcast?
Who is rocking with us? They're sending us good messages, good feedback and stuff. So I mean, that's super encouraging to know that y'all are out there having these conversations in your circles,
keeping that energy. So what we got coming this season for you guys is this season our plans is to add another person to the Prophetic Foolishness team. TBD. That's to be determined.
Yep.
We're gonna launch a website. And we have merch coming this season.
Merch is coming this season.
So if you want to be the first ones on the updates, follow us on Instagram at Prophetic Foolishness. We will post everything there. That's like the most active we are right now. These podcasts sometimes get pre-recorded, so you might not get it as up to date. So if you want all the especially with our merch, we're only gonna do a limited order,
and we're gonna do a limited launch.
A limited launch. You know what I'm saying? So if you want to be updated on when the merch comes out, follow us on Instagram.
Follow us on Instagram. More details to come.
So we rocking. Yeah. Krys, let people know. I know the podcast is dope as a whole. But what we do here, bro?
I'll tell you what we are here. We are Prophetic Foolishness.
Say that.
So this is where we talk about uncommon topics that might engage with the common person and give them a space to challenge societal norms.
Simple, bro.
Simple.
As simple as that, bro.
That's it.
That's simple, bro. So if y'all here, man, you know that we always going to bring a delicious dish of discussion where you can, have a place to, really challenge your societal norms, maybe some things you've thought, maybe even just conversation starters overall. So I ain't even going to waste no time this episode.
Hey, let's get into it. It's a hot one.
It's a hot one, bro.
Hot.
And I know, me and Krys don't even really be trying to get preachy on
102 degrees.
Like, we don't even be trying to get preachy on here. No. But look, we going to have to teach on this one, bro. I'm going to say what I got to say on this one.
The people want this one. They want to know our thoughts on this one. So, hey.
Here it goes. So I'm going to let y'all know what we talking about today, okay? I got to prepare myself because, I feel some type of way, obviously.
Yeah.
So, growing up, right? And
set the scene.
Let me set the scene for you guys. I'm a storyteller. I'm going to tell the story, if that's okay. I'm a storyteller. Growing up, if you are in America as a whole and you decide to go to a church on a Sunday, you get up in the morning, get ready, you put on your clothes, and you go to your place of worship. Let me take you to little Osagie.
Yeah, you might go to Sunday school.
Yes, go to Sunday school. I remember waking up, going to Sunday school, and then having these drawouts to color Jesus.
Ooh.
And when I would see his caricature, it would look like this Scandinavian swimsuit model. White dude.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? But that wasn't the only place. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
You would open the Bible.
Yeah.
Sometimes
because you had a picture Bible.
Yeah, we had the picture Bible.
Yeah.
And I see this guy that looks like a Scandinavian swimsuit model.
Oh man.
So then, for a very long time, I mean, you see people's rosaries. You see like these holy candles.
Yeah.
We keep seeing this white Jesus my entire life. So much so that it has honestly become the norm
for real
for us to just see a white Jesus and not really think much of it. So much so, let's go a little bit deeper.
Yeah.
We see white Jesus so that when we read the Bible, we probably think of white people, white Pauls, white King Solomon's, white King David's, so that our now view of the scriptures is very Eurocentric. And for those of you who don't know what that means we are viewing it from a very European point of view, like a very whitewashed point of view.
Yeah.
So that's what no one's ever had an issue with it most times. A lot of times that's what we think Jesus looks like. So much so that when we see it in movies, we see white dudes. Mel Gibson played Jesus in Passion of the Christ.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Like, it has been like institutionalized. It has been backed up. And I am here to say, if this is your first time hearing what I'm about to say, brace yourself. A lot of you might know this to be true, but I have to say it because it didn't take until I was like, I believe for so long, for many years. But I'm here to say, Jesus is not white. Whoa. Never was. Yeah. And he never will be.
Dang.
He is not a white man. And we have fallen victim to the imagery of a white Jesus. Yeah. So much so that we view the Bible sometimes from a very white lens.
Dang. There's so much there.
I know. I had to say it. So essentially, I'm saying, this is my statement.
For today.
Yeah. There was an article that came out, basically we are in the time now where a lot of people are being woken to how deep white supremacy is like interwoven into our society.
Yeah. Yep.
So, and a lot of times, like, there is some pushback in some of these arenas, but till people actually realize, like, dang, this is so deep.
Yeah.
And so I'm here to say, we need to take down white Jesus. Take him down.
That's what we're talking about today?
Take down white Jesus.
Is it time to take down white Jesus?
It's been time, dog. It's been time. What you think, dog? I know I can go on, you know what I'm saying? What you think? Like,
yeah. Is it time to take down white Jesus? Man, I even think, so here, obviously, we're talking from an American perspective. You and I have grown up most of our lives. I wasn't born here, but I've grown most of my life here in America. And I can attest to most of the points that you said. But I've even traveled across the waters. Yeah. When me and my wife got married, we went on a honeymoon, and so we went to went to Europe and some other places over there. I won't say it all,
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? My man's well traveled, okay? I'll say it for him. Chris been around the world, okay? He been to some countries, all right? Yeah, he ain't regular.
Hey, it was a privilege.
Yeah, for sure.
We went over there, you know, and we going around some of the museums and seeing the Sistine Chapel and all this stuff, But I mean, to your point, I was looking up, and I even had my wife I took a lot of photos. I take photos and whatnot.
Yeah, side hustle,
like,
you know what I'm
saying?
Yeah.
I be shooting.
Yeah.
Straight, you know what I'm saying? Some people be shooting, but I be shooting.
Tell them. Yeah.
So I can pop off whenever. But anyways, no, I'm walking around. Yeah. I'm looking up. Yeah. I'm looking at the Sistine Chapel. It's beautiful. Everybody be wanting to see it.
Yeah.
And it's like looking at heaven and you see all of the angels.
Yeah.
And it was one color person.
Not a single person of color.
No.
So think about this.
Yeah.
How does that make you feel, right?
Yeah.
Because I struggled with this insecurity. I grew up in a predominantly white church.
Yeah.
Right? How does that I don't think people understand how that make you feel as like a person of color seeing the place of worship, like the God of the Bible, inaccurately depicted as a white person.
Yeah.
It almost makes you feel like there's no representation for you in the kingdom.
Well, yeah, it makes you feel like, hey, if this is what it looks like, I don't see nobody like me. I don't see anybody who has any of the same like culture or acts a similar way or comes from a similar background. Well, then this ain't for me.
Exactly. And that is what we see a lot of today.
Yeah.
Is a lot of African American brothers and sisters running away or falling away from the faith because not because the Bible is not true, but because it has been inaccurately depicted and supported by society to where they feel like this religion or like this Bible is not for them.
Yeah.
You know what
I mean, I think that's true. And it's like where we are at as a society right now is we're looking and we're considering all the areas that white supremacy has had a powerful stronghold. Yeah. And a big place of that would be in the church.
The Western church.
In the Western church.
And I think a lot of people get very defensive of, like, I've seen a lot of people comment on this is an attack on the church, taking down white Jesus. And so, like, they feel like it is an attack towards their being, you know? Yeah. But to the Christians who have known and seen white Jesus as almost as a false caricature, we ain't tripping. We're like, that's like, never been, I ain't never been, you know, I don't know that dude, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, like, I don't know that dude, the God of the Bible, like, who was a Middle Eastern guy.
Yeah, he was in the Middle East.
Yeah, so, like, I feel like this is so deeply rooted that I'll be frank, a lot of white people who feel like this is an attack on their personhood because they cling closer to the caricature of white Jesus than the authentic Jesus of the Bible.
Yeah,
you know?
And I feel like that's huge because, like, representation matters.
So,
like, I'll even say it matters so deeply that when I was a kid, I mean, I love horses. Yeah. I love riding horses. Yeah. I love the thought of being a cowboy. Yeah. But there was no representation of being a cowboy for me as a kid. Like, that wasn't welcomed. It was weird. I used to want cowboy boots, but then now I see the people who have cowboy boots oftentimes are people who like wouldn't accept me in their circle, a black man in their circles. Yeah. There's just so many layers. Like, the only cowboy a black cowboy that I saw growing up was Jimmy off of Walker, Texas Ranger. Dang. I don't know if y'all ever watched that. Maybe some of the viewers watched it. Yeah. But Cordell Walker and Jimmy, they was Texas Rangers, and they would be fighting crime and doing karate and all. Yeah. And, you know, as a kid, you know, that's what you want to do. Yeah, you be outside in the street, you and your friends, you know, come on, playing cops and robbers or whatnot. Yeah, you know. That's the thing, like you said, representation is so huge because it's like you don't understand how deep that goes. Yeah. Like, honestly, like, especially as like a black man, like growing up, I ain't had no superheroes. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, I literally did not like this. I say this because a lot of white people aren't aware. Like, this world and society has been built for white people. Oh yeah. Think about your lead actors, all your superheroes. Yeah. Black Panther came out like 3 years ago. Yeah, and I was in the theater. Crazy. You know what I'm saying? It went wild. Everybody was like, Wakanda forever. Exactly. That was like that is my favorite superhero because that is someone who represents me. Yeah, we got a place in Marvel now. We have a place, exactly. Or think about lead movies. You know what I'm saying? How often was there growing up lead black actors outside of explicitly black movies? Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, and so we get so excited, you know what I'm saying? So imagine what it would do, like, when you find out there are actually people, like, I think there's a lot of people who don't realize in the Bible there are Africans in there from the jump, from the day of Pentecost, and they call them out. Even this is some stuff for y'all. You know, shout out to the church that we go to and T Mayo. You know, sir. They be putting us on game. Yes, but this when Jesus was getting crucified, they mentioned a dude there who helped him carry his cross, Simon of Cyrene. Cyrene was a part of Africa. Yeah, bro. There was black people present at the crucifixion of Jesus. Yeah. And then later on in Acts, Simon's son was also present with the disciples. Come on. You know, teach, pastor. Hey, come on. I'm just saying, people. People don't want to look at this in the Bible, but it's like, hey, there was a large, very strong African presence, even in the Old Testament, like the Queen of Sheba, Ethiopia, present day, went to go visit King Solomon. They were present in the scriptures, and so often, like throughout history, it's just been whitewashed and drowned out. Yeah. And it's like, let me not put the church on display like this isn't just their fault, but they are a subject to the society that we live in, right? And so everything, you know, like you talk about,
like when we first found out, when we were in grade school, they talked to us about Christopher Columbus. Like we thought Christopher Columbus came over to have, just have meals with the Indians.
Yeah,
and they played.
They was all hanging out.
No, they slaughtered them.
Yeah,
like
they was killing them jokers.
Like like the society that we live in has whitewashed history, and we are foolish to think that this hasn't penetrated the church as well.
Yeah.
So as we are trying to break down this, like the white supremacy that is at bay, we have to internally look in every area that we do, and that includes our places of worship.
Yeah.
And that includes white Jesus.
Yeah.
Because it's literally been there.
Yeah.
And no one's touched it because
Yeah.
we live in a white society and it doesn't affect them. Now, I said this. You grew up, you probably had black friends. I was aware of this.
Yeah.
I remember going up to one of my black friends' house,
Yeah.
and they had a photo of black Jesus on the wall.
Ooh, you gonna go there?
Yeah, bro, I'm gonna go there.
Okay,
Yeah, I'm gonna go there.
So we can't have black Jesus?
No, let me say but they had a photo of black Jesus on the wall.
Yeah.
And I remember being like, that's odd.
Yeah.
Jesus wasn't black. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I would see that over and over again, in black households. But because of I have to internally look at myself.
Yeah.
I would frown or denounce that Jesus. But I wouldn't frown or denounce the white Jesus. You know what I'm saying? But both are equally inaccurate. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, bro, if there's gonna be inaccurate Jesus, then I'm gonna start rocking with the black one. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. That's true. I mean, he had quite a bit of melanin.
Yeah, bro.
His hair was curly.
So I mean, I feel like this is something. Like I'm very passionate about this because representation is like. I don't even my goal here isn't to get people to be view things from an Afrocentric lens. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
To where you're viewing it from the place of Jesus is black, everyone in the Bible is black. I think that's inaccurate as well. We need to look at it from a theocentric, which is theology, the accuracy of the Bible lens, and let's call things for what they are. You're saying Queen of Sheba, she was from Africa.
Yeah.
Jesus was born in the Middle East. Let's depict these things accurately.
Yeah. Even theologians in the past, Augustine, he was African. He was North African.
Bro, straight up, and there are places that are spoken of in the Bible from the world, and God designed that purposefully.
Yeah,
because
it's in there for a reason.
He has the beauty in his creation.
Yeah.
Oh, he didn't just create white people and everybody under it. He created all creation beautifully, and he accurately depicts that in the Word of God. So let's accurately make sure we're teaching that. You know what I mean?
And to that point, I think something that I have been noticing is that when history, continuously perpetuates down the line a false narrative, or how people can be I'm Southern and don't take away my Southern heritage, don't strip away my Southern flag, Southern roots. I had somebody tell me to my face not that long ago that the Civil War was not about slavery. It was about state rights and Southern rights.
Yeah, Southern rights.
Yeah. That's how he explained it to me. I was like, bro, you're stupid. It was nothing like that.
That's whitewashing history right there.
That's whitewashing history. And so if we whitewash history from the Bible's perspective, then you're going to really, really twist and taint it to fit whatever your agenda is, And so I think even right now in America, people are starting to see that, and it's starting to ruffle a lot of feathers. Hey, the history that you thought you knew, the country that you thought you knew, the rights that you thought you had, it's all been a facade.
It's a facade, smoke and mirrors, man. And I get it. I get it's a hard pill to swallow, but we can't run away from what the truth is. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Taking down, I feel like in this conversation, people feel like us taking down these portraits or images of white Jesus is an attack on their faith. Right?
Yeah.
But our God, our Father, Jesus has not, these aren't accurate depictions of him. You know what I'm saying? And granted, all things considered, he's not in the grave either. You know what I'm saying? He's not in the grave. So it's these aren't attack. It feels like an attack maybe. And I would ask you, have you made an idol, right? Of a white Jesus instead of the actual depiction of our Father. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And a lot of people are coming to this place where it's man, maybe I didn't realize how deeply I thought how white or American I thought this Bible was.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I mean, it's crazy to think about, man.
I mean, the text did not originate. I mean, the Bible had more interaction with Africa than it did America.
Yeah, America wasn't even
a thought, so
it wasn't in the picture at that point. Man. I feel like this is something that, man, we really need to have conversations about. And I'm not, please don't take it just from me and Krys. But like, this is just like history as a whole. Yeah. Like, this is less of like this is historical accuracy. You know what I'm saying? Yep. About who Jesus was. Like, and this is even from the places of like different religions will even like accurately depict Jesus for a Middle Eastern man. You know what I'm saying? So this is just history in itself. So like, we need to, in this like day and age, we're starting to realize, and there's a lot of places, white supremacy really has like infiltrated so many areas. And because we live in a world that has been built for white people, it almost feels like these are these are all attacks. But it's like, no, like, it's been tailored towards a certain story. So if we're trying to get towards accuracy, you're gonna have to pull it. And you know, sometimes pulling is painful, bro. You know? Yeah. It's almost like when you're trying to stretch a muscle. You know what I'm saying? When you like, I got scoliosis. I got mild scoliosis, right? And so I'll have to go to physical therapy, and like my spine wants to do a certain thing, but to get it to where it needs to, it's painful. Yeah, to readjust. Oh man, I'm going somewhere. To readjust to get the muscles, because the muscles have been directed in a certain way for so long, man. So to get it back, it's gonna be painful. You know, I have to put in the effort. I have to take the time.
You gotta be broken.
I have to be broken a little bit, man, to get my spine to where it needs to go.
Because for the long term, you preach that. For the long run, you gotta be wounded now.
Come on,
for a victory later.
Hey, yeah. My
you gotta go through the battle now.
The battle
to see the victory later.
The victory, amen.
You gotta work out. You gotta lift the weight now.
Work out.
You get sore a little bit, but the muscle will build. The muscle will come.
Hey,
hot boy, summer.
No, man, but for real, like, so in this conversation, man, I really encourage people, like, white Jesus has never been accurately depicted. Yeah. So if we want to get out there, and we want to start putting like actual photos of it, I'm with it. Yeah. Like, I know in the more recent age, this isn't like me and Krys aren't the first person to have this conversation. You know what I'm saying? I think in the recent years, people have been making efforts towards like actually accurately depicting this, like the scriptures, you know, breaking down the white, supremacy of like what we're seeing, you know, these white people played in the Bible, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. And so like, as we're getting there, man, I think it's going to be very refreshing. Yeah. Some people are going to be hurt, obviously. Some.
Some might honestly want to hold on to that. Yeah. And we might see some different, religions come up in the next couple years where it's a pretty Eurocentric view on everything, and they want to hold on to that. And that's cool. I mean, y'all can have that.
I'm gonna say something, bro.
Okay, say
something.
So
this is the thing I have been thinking about. I think anything that inaccurately depicts the gospel of Jesus is a threat to the gospel.
Like his image?
It's his image. Yeah. It is a threat to the gospel. Yeah. Because what we, like, you probably know this, and on the African American side, people who try to view the Bible from an Afrocentric view can sometimes go off and create their own other religion. You know what I'm saying? Honestly, 100%. You see Hebrew Israelites, for those of you who don't know, like, they have like basically twisted the scriptures to see it from an inaccurate point of view. And that is a threat. Yeah. But like, what would you call it to the left side or like the other side of like a very Eurocentric? I think that's where you get the American sometimes. It's going to hurt some people, but like what we view in the American church as a Jesus 100%. And like a very American gospel. Yeah. Like, like almost as if, Jesus was American, like he loves the United States of America above all else.
Singing the Star Spangled Banner in church. Weird stuff like that.
Weird stuff like Jesus wanted us to conquer from, the East Coast all the way to the West Coast. What they call that, manifest destiny. Yeah. Like this Americanized gospel that is very, very. It's I mean, it's false.
I mean, you can get a lot of swing if you just start, mixing some spirituality.
Just say stuff
with random things, and then next thing you know, you got a Nazi party.
No, legitimately, for real, bro.
I mean, it's just you mix religion and some freedom talk and some, if you embolden one race to think they're better than another race, like that's how a lot of weird movements start.
And that's from the beginning. Actually, this is not something new.
That's not something new.
It's from the beginning. In the scriptures, they talk about this. Paul's writing letters to his churches about people going off and creating like own little sectors, and that's why it's so important that, man, even from like our Christians, man, we have to accurately depict Jesus and the gospel accurately. You know what I'm saying? Like, it is so important for that, or else you are creating false images in your mind. You know what I'm saying? Because I think, bro, do you sometimes subconsciously like read the scriptures and like think of white dudes in your head?
Ooh, that's deep. Do I sometimes picture white people when I read the scriptures? Wow. I might.
That's the thing.
Yeah.
That's how deep it is. We know.
Yeah. I would say not until like recent years when I started looking at where scriptures say people are from, and then I go research it. But before that, when you just read it, and because that's all you see.
Yeah.
You see all of the old paintings, all of the movies, all of anything that you've seen that had to do with the Bible was by white people.
Yeah.
And so it's like, now when you go to the scriptures, like, oh, this is white people. It wasn't until I went to Israel where I was able to really picture what Mount Zion looked like.
Yeah.
What Jericho looked like, what the Dead Sea looked like, what the Sea of Galilee looked like. I didn't even know until I went to Israel that you can get from Jerusalem to Bethlehem in like a 5 to 7 minute drive.
Yeah.
And it's like that kind of stuff until it's like confronted in your mind actually with some truth or some good depictions of what actually is there, you won't know.
And think about this. You are a man who's gone to Israel.
Yeah.
You know, even now, like you've had to like deconstruct, you know, some of like the accuracy of like the people in scriptures. And you still subconsciously sometimes might catch yourself thinking that you've been towards like these people being white. Like I know the same thing is true for myself. Like I'll think about Paul in jail and I'll think of a guy looking like Billy, you know what I'm saying? As Paul, you know what I'm saying? But like, and so like that's my challenge to you guys who are listening. It's that, you know, really, man, accurately depict the scriptures, dog. Like, don't bend towards this like white Jesus that you have been fed by a society that honestly is built for white people, because you will be led astray, especially on the day when we come and meet our Holy Father. You know what I'm saying? Like,
it'll be weird. You'll
be
gonna be like,
yo.
hey,
I didn't know. I got in the wrong heaven.
The multicultural heaven. I didn't know it was gonna be like this. Y'all got seasoning.
Yeah. Straight up, man. But man, I get it. It's a challenging, you know, it's a challenging topic. It's gonna ruffle some people, man. But like, don't just take what we're saying, man. But I like would challenge you guys to really dive in and, you know, really educate yourselves.
Educate yourself.
Educate yourself.
I mean, do the digging.
Yeah.
And I mean, this was an episode that was very much so tailored towards folks, or not tailored. It's tailored to the entire Prophetic Foolishness fam. But we're just talking about something that Christians mainly have dealt with and struggled with or thought about. And so if you are outside, if you don't consider yourself a Christian or a believer in Jesus, not, I mean, I still think that this is a valid topic to discuss. For sure. Because if you think about a religion that's across the whole world.
Come on, say that.
That is, been put in place, a large part, at least in the Western society, from a Eurocentric view. I think it is responsible to have those kind of conversations about, hey, what is this religion actually supposed to be? Like, have I even, as in what people would say, like a non-believer, or a person who doesn't aspire to that faith or ascribe to that faith, like, I think it's still important,
man, for real, bro.
It affects every area of our society.
Affects everything, man. Like, I think it even can, if we more accurately depict Jesus, I even think it can turn people to understanding and seeing Jesus accurately more, you know, and that should be the desire of everyone. So, man, like, if this is your first time hearing this, man, like, you know, we're here to really cause you guys to, you know, really dive in, ask questions, man, and really challenge the norms that are at place, because a lot of the norms that we live in, let's be honest, and people are coming to realize this, have been for the benefit of white people. You know, it's very easy to see these caricatures of Jesus and see them look like you and be like, cool, I'm not even gonna challenge it. You know what I'm saying? But that's not always, you know, the case, because like, even I think black people have challenged even black Jesus, you know what I'm saying? But that's not as widely accepted or known, you know what I'm saying? It's different. But man, we love you guys. Like we said, man, we like, these conversations are meant to, man, have conversation starters. You know, we want this to be a delicious dish of discussion with you and your people and the Prophetic Foolishness fam, man. So keep rocking with us, man.
Welcome to episode 1.
Episode 1. Hey, I told you we coming in season 3 with a banger, bro. Like,
it's gonna be hot.
We got content for you guys this season. So don't run, man. Keep rocking with us. Even if you agree/disagree, keep rocking with us, man. Like I said, we got content for you guys, man. We're going to keep our ears to the street on what y'all want to talk about, on what you guys want to hear. And, man, we just going to go in, do what we know how to do, man, and just keep having delicious dishes of discussion.
For real. I mean, if you hear this, like, share it, like we say, to your Instagram story. You know, send it, text it to your friends, post it on Facebook, all of that. You know, even within that, you know, ask your friends, like, what would you want to hear people talk about? Like, you can tell us what you want us to talk about. You know,
straight up,
we want to know all of that.
Yeah, if you want to have like a podcast club, you know how people have book clubs, where you listen to an episode together. And maybe get with your group of friends and be like, hey, what do you think about this? Let's talk about this. Yeah, man, we encourage that. We warrant it. We want all discussion. We want all conversations in this arena. So, man, we would love for you guys to really step into this place and jump in. Like Krys said, man, we're on Instagram, you know, we're on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, YouTube, man, rock with us on all of them. If you want to see me and Krys act out, we're on YouTube, you know, we're using our hands, you looking
can
crazy.
See us visually, you know, we just be hanging
out, man. But man, we love you guys. Keep rocking with us. A lot of good things coming this season. Stay tuned if you want to know what's all happening. Man, this is episode 1 of season 3. Yeah. We got a lot of heat for y'all. Keep rocking with us. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
We started how we ended. My name's Osagie.
And my name is Krys.
And this is Prophetic Foolishness. Peace.